Will Greenland become part of the United States? That was the topic at a high-stakes meeting today with foreign leaders and Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Rubio. Fox's Rebecca Castor with the details from Washington.
The president has made his view clear, and we have a different position.
If President Trump has his way, Alaska may no longer be the only Arctic territory in the United States. He has his sights set on Greenland, writing on social media, quote, "It is vital for the Golden Dome that we are building. NATO should be leading the way for us to get it."
If we don't take Greenland, Russia or China will, and I'm not letting that happen.
He should mind his own business.
He has to back off, that he can't just get everything he wants.
Greenland residents aren't enthusiastic, and the territory's leaders insist it's not for sale. The foreign ministers of Greenland and Denmark sat down with Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio Wednesday to reiterate that claim, but the administration is keeping the pressure on.
Greenland plays a critical role in protecting both North America and Europe from incursion. That needs to be in control of someone who's even stronger than NATO. That's the United States of America.
There's possibilities to accommodate the concerns of the president, while we at the same time respect the red lines of the Kingdom of Denmark.
And after President Trump said the U.S. would get Greenland one way or the other, Denmark's defense ministry is ramping up its military presence around the island. Any U.S. military intervention in Greenland would be against the wishes of lawmakers here on both sides of the aisle. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.